What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. Standing behind me is my 10-foot John boat. Today's video, we're going to be installing that MINN KOTA edge to the front of the boat so I can make fishing a heck of a lot more easier and more enjoyable. Let's get it. Okay, so this is the current upgrade. We have a MINN KOTA edge. We're gonna be installing this bad boy on the front of my John boat. I actually have this risen up because, as you can tell, it's doesn't sit flush without some wood there. My plan is to use some pieces of plywood that I had previously epoxied for the bottom of the boat, didn't use it. We're gonna cut these to size and screw these together. I happen to have a piece of extra carpet from the decking project here, which is awesome. It's literally the perfect size. This piece here is going to be used for the platform, and this piece is going to be used for a hatch right here. Don't make this mistake that I did. If you're going to put a deck on the front, make sure to cut a hatch when you do it. Just makes life easier. We took this thing out about 3 times this year and instantly knew, man, I really could use that extra storage. Life jackets, hoodies, shoes, snacks, whatever kind of crap you have. If you don't have a hatch to carry it in, you're gonna be throwing it all over the space that you have for feet and walking and sitting, and it's a headache. We got a quick release set coming for this so that I can take this trolling motor off and on, and I don't have to have it on when I don't want it. We should have the ultimate bass boat, John boat. Let's get to work. We're going to make a platform that's the size of this piece right here. We're gonna make it this long just to make it a little bit, give it a little extra. This right here is our platform size. That's gonna be enough to fit the trolling motor on top. We're gonna cut this one out, and then we're gonna make 3 of these, screw them all together. So it's gonna sit pretty much right there. So we got our 3 pieces cut. We're just gonna screw these together, throw that right here. We got our platform for the trolling motor, and it clears perfect. Boom. We're gonna go with these guys, 1 5/8. Not the prettiest thing, but it will work. Perfect. We're gonna carpet this, and then we're gonna get the hatch done. Once the hatch is done, we'll install this. Here. Alright guys, it's not the prettiest, but this is the platform. Now we're going to throw it on the boat and see how it looks. I mean, it didn't come out bad. I think it's going to work. This is going to go right up front, and then we're going to anchor it right in here. So pretty much that is the setup right there. Looks good, looks clean. Just going to hold down. It's gonna drop just like that. Our next thing, now that we have this done, is to get the hatch figured out. The cool thing about this deck and the way I built it is comes out super easy. What we're thinking is the hatch is gonna rest on this bench seat the way the back one does. So it's gonna be like that, just opposite. So this is gonna be on the other side. I want this hatch to open this way. You can see we have a lot of storage here. We can store front trolling motor battery, life jackets, hoodies, any kind of tackle, all this stuff. Just makes sense to utilize all this space. Okay guys, so we got our hatch situated. We flipped over the front deck. It's really hard to see, but we got from here to here. So this is, I believe, around 17 inches wide by a foot deep. This line here is where the bench seat starts. So this is gonna be about 1.5 inch overhang for support on that side. It's not gonna interfere at all with the trolling motor. I need to make sure that I can cut this hatch without cutting through the carpet because I need to fold it over. I set my saw depth to not go fully through. The hatch door is cut there. We did a little bit of cutting. We were able to get a small cutout of the hatch. So I peeled back the carpet with angled cuts here, and this should be big enough to cut the hatch from the other side and be able to use this carpet after. Masking tape holding that back. Yahtzee. Did we cut the carpet? Perfect. That's what's up. You talk about nervous. With the cuts we made, we can fold this like that. We got our hatch door, which will get cleaned up. Our extra piece of carpet. That is the front deck. Looks good. So now we got our hatch. We're gonna test fit this. Got our battery, life jackets, tackle boxes. This was a much needed hatch. We're turning this into a legit bass boat now. You can't have a bass boat without a bow trolling motor, and you need hatches everywhere because bass fishermen, we take like 100 lures and we use what, 1 or 2 of our favorites. Bass boat mods continue. Here's the hatch. We're gonna see. Ooh. We're gonna take a break, have some lunch, go to Home Depot, get some more staples, get a piano hinge. We'll see you guys then. All right, we're back. We have had lunch. We are stocked on staples, and we got the last piece of the puzzle, which is our piano hinge for the front. To cut the piano hinge, I just line this up to the edge, and then we can just make a mark. Cut right on that mark. I use an angle grinder, which we're gonna do right now. I always smooth in the edge because that's gonna be on the top, and you wanna make sure that no one's gonna get cut. I like to fold this up and make sure that it's on the right on that edge. Open that way. This was bought at Home Depot. This stuff is incredible. It was like $6 for the whole thing. I keep this actually in the boat in case you need rope at all. What we're gonna do, put a loop like this so that we have something to grab and open the hatch. Now we can open and close our hatch. All right guys, so we have the hatch situation figured out. We got our supports put in right here, looks great. obviously the bench support. We got our supports for the deck, just two 2x3 supports right there, because the bench seat in the front's here, bench seat in the back is here. We don't need much. That will work perfect. You can fit tackle boxes. You can stack actually a bunch of these on. We can basically store anything you're gonna need for a boat. Limited space here for 2 anglers, and this back hatch just wasn't cutting it. I mean, it's a little baby, just good enough for some small stuff. Now we got a nice big one in the front, and that's what she said. We're gonna get this on. That is gonna fit like this. We have the front hatch mounted. This is just a little bit of carpet adhesive. That'll come off because I had it on the back before. That'll wear off with time. But we got our front hatch mounted and works great. I'm gonna paint these supports back here black. This is big enough, like I said. You can store your tackle, fit your battery in here. I'll just lay it down like that and run it that way. So I did secure this down with self-tappers, and I'm gonna hit these with some black paint so you're not gonna see them. That is where we're at now. Definitely stoked. Yeah, I just went out front, had some presents. This right here is a MINN KOTA quick connect for the trolling motor. We got our quick release piece, and this is how it works. This piece here is going to mount to this part of the trolling motor and slides out like that, and then the whole thing comes off. This obviously is going to get mounted to this part here. Comes with a wing nut, so that goes through there to tighten down. My trolling motor doesn't fit these pre-drilled holes, so I marked out right here where I'm going to do mine. I had to do my own bolt holes because none of them lined up with that. That part slides in. The next phase of the John boat turned bass boat. This is the MINN KOTA Edge installed on the boat. Just a quick pull of this, drops right down. We got a nice bow mounted trolling motor now, so when I'm fishing solo, I don't have to keep running back and forth. When you're done, you just give it a crank back. And that's it. Buoy system set up. The trolling motor is out of the way of the front hatch, and the way this works is there's a little wing nut here, and you just slide the whole thing out. You can take your trolling motor off the boat. There's a little platform with the bracket. Line that up, slide it into place. So that's it. We now have a bow mounted trolling motor installed on the John boat. I'm super pumped on that. Boat is going to be catching a ton of fish this year. If you were into the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for all new content, and we'll catch you guys next time.